I realized while watching a lot of these like motivational videos on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube that a lot of them make you feel like you should just drop everything and like chase your passion, chase your dream. But I think there's some really misunderstood ideologies what these successful people speak about, because we could talk about like Michael Jordan or like Arnold or just people who have succeeded and mastered their craft. When they speak, there's something that affects the person watching it. You feel this fire, that just reverberates when they articulate themselves, and it it resonates with the person watching. And when you look at these videos, it gives you this fire that you don't normally have. It like spikes this adrenaline or whatever within you. And a lot of people need that to make a decision to be like, all right, I'm going to drop everything and follow my passion. But it's like, why drop everything when you don't even know who you are? I think a lot of passionate people today, I think the word passion is thrown around because people don't really know their passion. A lot of people are chasing someone else's dream, someone else's vision because they see it and they consume it. They don't really know themselves. I think once you know yourself, that's when you won't need the motivation from some outside source. That's when you won't need to watch these videos. That's when you won't need to be spending your time on these apps or whatever, because you'll be able to say, all right, this is what I really love doing. This is something that I'm really going to put my heart and soul to. And I don't have time to look at someone else's story. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes these people are used as guides, but in order to understand that, you have to know who you are as an individual and what is hindering you from reaching that next level in your career or your life or just any area that you want to improve in. It's like, what is stopping me? Is it the people I'm around? Is it the environment I'm in? Like, there's so many different factors that could play into it, but it's like, are you taking the time to take a step back and just reevaluate your life? I think that's the main thing when wanting to become successful or wanting to, make a move or have a plan. It's like, you need to know who you are. That's why a lot of people are lazy, or that's why a lot of people fail, because they just have no sense of self. They associate their identity with someone else's idea that they saw online or whatever it is. So I just think there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion. But once you take that step back and know who you are as a person, that's when the doors start opening. Then you start to realize what your truth is, what your passion is, what your values are. And you have the opportunity to create a life of abundance, and everything just works out. But you need to go through the hell of understanding why you are the way you are. That's hell. Not many people want to do that. Not many people want to take that step and really be able to look in the mirror and say, oh shit, who's that? I thought I was this person. You have to drop this mask that you've been leaving your house with for your whole life, basically. That takes balls, that takes courage, that takes inner strength. That's why not everyone can do it. There's a lot of copycats. There's a lot of confusion out here. You don't want to be old and gray and look back and say, wow, it really was possible. I was just afraid. I was afraid of figuring out who I was at my core. I cared too much what others thought of me. I was dealing with things that didn't serve me, and I knew, and I continued to do these things. I was indulged in habits and, intertwined with people that didn't serve me or whatever it is. So don't have those regrets. Don't have those demons in your head that are telling you that I could have done this if I just, I could have done this if I just, it's like, no, take the step back and look at who you are, and the doors open. That's what no one's saying. Everyone's saying, oh yeah, the grind or whatever it is, but there's so much more. There's so much more. It's not really complex. It's a pretty simple, it's a pretty simple thing, but not everyone's gonna want to go through that hell. It's a hell to look at yourself. That's it's such a scary thing to see the person in the mirror and to realize, like, oh shit, when this happened to me, I felt this way, and that kind of blocked me off from becoming my full self or whatever it is. That's just an example, but whatever it is, you're going to find out a lot of shit, but the payoff is super fruitful, super fruitful. So yeah.